brought it for reference purposes, so you can, after you release the 20 things, we will do 5 minutes deliverance on your seat for yourself. Write it. Give 2 pages gap. Write pride check. Pride check. That means sometimes you need to go to the presence of God for X-ray. So you want to go for X-ray now to know if there's still pride lurking somewhere in your heart, where Jesus needs to reach out. Is there you don't know what it means to when they say I don't know what it is. This is why I'm excited. I don't know. Everybody is just excited. Everybody is excited. I don't know why they're showing us up. So the first pride check is wanting to be number one. Did you use the keyboard? Wanting to be number one, and uncomfortable with lesser. So some of you can know what that girl was saying that in camp was what? That's pride. It's pride that Bible Molo. Neat one. Whenever I will explain each of them. I'm not in a hurry. I think I will stretch you today. Whenever you want to be number one and you don't want anything lesser and you become uncomfortable, you have pride. Now, mistake for instance, now they say, can we celebrate the most beautiful lady in Watchmen Network? I'll not say sugar. I'll say the second is beauty. And suddenly your containers inside goes down. You have, your problem has a color. The name of the color of your problem is pride. Now, when you are not number one, you don't want it. You want to be the center of everything. And you don't want anything lesser. When you're comfortable with second, but if it's not first, you don't want. The color of the problem is called what? So, some of you now, you already know that your problem has started already. This number one says, you already know. Some of you have already carried the knife and you've cut your heart. So, come and finish me. Just finish me. Just tell me that you have come to kill me today. Number two, when you like to question authority and instructions. When you have superiors that tell you do something and you want to air your own view, you want to question authority and instruction, your problem has a name, pride. Once you this is, whenever you come for a retreat, your weekly retreat or your monthly retreat, before you start, you just carry the book and look. 1 to 20. Which one did I do for the past 3 days? So by yourself, you already know before you left your house that what do I have? When you like to raise question authority and instruction, that means you must talk, you must challenge, you must reply. Some of you, your elder brother, when he's talking, you must give your own too. You have pride. Some of you, your elder brother cannot talk, or sister, and you will not talk back. It's not possible. They've already swear for your life. That is just the way you behave. It's natural. You call it smartness. You call it, I don't take nonsense. That you don't take rubbish has a color. Let me hold the Bible so I'll be pointing it. Now I'll be pointing this thing so it's like operation. The name of your disease is called what? Thank you. Number 3. Making people see how good you are at the expense of others. Making people see how good you are. The first time I and Wale had this message, we fall down to the bed, we laugh. When you see anyone that catch us, you just say, Kai! Wale will laugh, we will roll. Then we'll pray for God to help us. God needs to help all of us. You know, me, I didn't take myself to this list. There are some that Jesus needs to help me from this list. We are done. We are dead. But experientially, is still working death in us. And you, I know you are innocent. You are humble. Thinking you are humble. Right? I hope that I'll say, me, I'm humble. I know me, I'm a humble person. That knowing that you're a humble person. Number 4. When you love to be seen all the time and you struggle with silent labor, this one happens in workforce or churches very well. It happens with superstar ministers. It's their own. When you love to always be seen and you struggle with silent hidden labor, you have pride. If it's not microphone you don't want, if it is sweep the floor when nobody is in the church, you cannot do it. You argue with the pastor. God forbid, me sweep the floor. Until it is something you are doing and people know you are the one that did it, you don't want to do it. You have pride. You see, this is what I was saying last week. Meanwhile, it's possible to have these 4 things I just said now, one out of it. But before, you don't think you have pride. Now, you've never manifested pride outwardly before. That's why I told you it's called self-check and pride check. It also applies to self. Because these things that I listed now 1 to 4 now, the only one that other people can quickly see is number 2. Agree with authority. That's all. But number 1, nobody will know their own comfort. It's not like me, I will know. So the spirit of discernment can catch. Discernment can know. If they say, why we celebrate the first position, if you are not comfortable, I don't have to look at your face. Although the one place to look at is the person's eyes. The person's eyes begin to judge other people's eyes. People will bow their head, some people take their eyes away, some people begin to judge eyes of the person calling the position or the person they are celebrating. Meanwhile, I'm trying to help you in case you think that this is number 1. Let me not tell you the color of the problem now. Whenever they celebrate someone and you can't look at the person's eyes, eyeball to eyeball again after that meeting, after that moment, you have pride. You are jealous. Yes, you are jealous. When they call someone's name and you feel bad inside, that's why you put it on your head. Don't worry, there will be deliverance. Number 4, do you love being seen and you struggle with silent labor? This is a manifestation of what? Of pride. That means you like everything that you are doing, they must know that you do them. And when they don't know, you look for a way to talk about it so they will know. See, when I was going to write that blue church pulpit there, see the way, so that they can know you bought the church pulpit. Nobody asks you. See, maybe when they said it, when they announced that they bought pulpit, you bought one for the church. Only 3 people came to church that time. So the following week, when the church is now full because special program, you now say, this is my testimony, only God can help me. I sought the Lord for money, he did not come. And I was saying, Lord, how will I buy the book I bought? I used to testimony. I used to now you can come and share testimony and you've committed offense again. Inside testimony, you should be given unto God. Self will make you offer a rotten sacrifice. See, self will make you offer an offering that it was better off you did not come. Because bringing an offering will now still put you in trouble with God. That you would have not entered in your mind of business. Number 5, pride check. When you feel good, when someone you feel is better than you feels, this one is terrible. And I think girls like this one more. When you feel good, when someone you feel is better than you feels. You take for instance, 2 of you used to sing, but that church they say the person sing better than you. And the person now come today and go off. And it's obvious. I would not say, instead of you just become happy. Right. Self. Some of you like it. So when you feel you are competing with, each time the person just fail, you're happy. You get excited. Number 6. That person is not. What shall you need to? She's a familiar person, so you have to administer help. She came in discipline, so you have to help us. Teach her that in parliament, you have self-control. Number 7. Or number what? Number 6. You are quick to spot competition. You are very fast to know someone is competing with you. Know quickly. This person, I feel this is trying to compete with you. You are quick to spot competition. Everyone that is doing well, you see them as a threat. That mistake, for instance, now, if I come up and start teaching very well too on Fridays, in my seat I'll start becoming uncomfortable. Have you seen people like that before? This one happens to leaders more, or co-leaders. When you just see another person doing well like you, automatically you call it competition, you see it as a threat. If the person is innocent, you already feel it's a threat. This person is threatening me. Why is that the same way they clap when I preach? It's the same way they clap when one day preach. Why is that the way they clap when I sing? It's the same way they clap when this person sing. Why are they greeting the person like this and also greeting me like this? Threat. You become threatened. When you feel easily threatened, when someone else is succeeding, pride. Number 7. Do you lie or exaggerate to give people an impression? That means when you normally lie or used to have story that it does not exist. It's 5 people that fell down under power. You see, last week Friday we thank God. Close to 80% of the hall came down. And someone was there saying, Pastor, no be only 2 guests fall down, and you even push themselves. Now you push them. Now last location, there's another person that used to come and minister at that time. So when those people left, one of the president of the fellowships that was jealous because he does not operate in power, now started saying, all those pastors, when they come, why is he only guests this to pray for? And it's a lie. They used to push them. Aside the fact that laying hands on people gets you tired faster, yeah? 1. Number 2, it takes more time. And that reason why I love standing here for God to touch persons is for that reason. Because the Nigerian people you will meet that will tell you pushed me. So now I'll tell you, how did I push you? So remember that if you came, what's the color of your problem? Well, nobody thinks that. What am I supposed to think? I don't understand. So, when you like to lie, not to add to the story, say, one more, it is 15,000 kai. Up to 15,000. This last time, it was to the back. We put chair outside. Some of the chair, we have to go and borrow chair. A lie. It's a lie. It's right. When you have to add to the truth, you give yourself a false impression. It's right. Say things like they are. Seriously. Say things like they are. That's why it's possible. It's better that when you don't know the exact something, you just say likely. The time came, the student came to the house one that was talking and said, he just said something that made reference to the day before yesterday. Normally it's not the day before yesterday, it's 3 days ago. What's the difference? See, I'm afraid that you don't put the line. You see, when you're not sure, say some days ago. Say, okay, thank you. From that day, it changed. When you're not sure, give average, give estimation. Don't be exact. You are lying. It's a lie. Say, when did you buy this clothes? Maybe nearly 2 weeks ago, Sha. And you bought the clothes last month. And this is the 3rd week in June. It's not 2 weeks ago you bought it. Say, I bought it somewhere around May. It's not 2 weeks ago. Nobody will kill if you're not precise sometimes. Rather than lying. Some of you don't know that this is a big problem. It's a big problem. It's a challenge. You may feel it's not a problem now, but as you advance with the Lord, you will start asking for some of these things. That you should be exact in your speech. How many persons came to a meeting today? Close to 100, Sha. It's not close to 100. You are not close to 100 in this hall. It's a lie. It's a lie. Don't say close to 100. Say, I'm not sure. Sometimes just to make people have a false sense of your success, you have a way of scamming, lying, hiding. See, who knows what I'm talking about? There's this thing about women that when they ask you a question about yourself, you want to say something that will make people feel it's not as if I'm failing. God is helping me too. That innocent God is helping me too is pride. That was the song. People loved it too. People were clapping for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, as soon as you finish singing, people just clapped and pastor said hallelujah. How did they clap for 5 minutes? They didn't even clap up. You say they clapped for me up to 5 minutes. You know to see how they were shouting, some were screaming, people were crying. And some people did not cry. Only one person cried. One person is not some people. Are we getting delivered? This? Say no way. You need to see the men of God, the big men of God that came. And meanwhile, only Theophilus came. So when did it become some men of God? Some big men of God, one person. When I notice this with ministers, I cut off from them. I don't like those that lie to give a false impression. Tell people where you are. Some people will not leave you, they are comfortable. Is that true, people? People want to know where you are now. Don't lie. Say, hey, I'll now come to last number. See that. As I'm talking to you now, 16 states. We're streaming this meeting. It's not 16. We only know of 2 for now. It's only 2, not 16. It's not the 16. Some states. 2 is not some. 2 is not some. Say lie. Say I know. People stream that meeting very well. We have thousands of followers. It's not easy. God is helping us. And it was 1K that viewed. When did 1K become thousands of followers? Number 8. When you are too quick to identify proud people, you are proud. Birds of the same feather identify each other faster. When you are too quick to sense pride in people, you are proud. Very quick. If you just song for the first time, this person is proud. This person just appeared though. This person has pride. It's because you know your problem. They can easily identify your problem in someone else. Number 9. Are you full of boastful words? Boastful words. That means you can manifest pride in your words. Number 10. Am I too fast? I also do something now. Exaggeration. You say I can type 70 words per minute. Meanwhile, it's one line you struggle with. Why must you lie? Just say I can type very fast. Or I can type fast. So I can type like 72 words per minute. We've preached almost 500 messages on Watchmen Network. How is it up to 500? How is it up to 500? How did you preach 500 messages in 2 years? If you are preaching every day is 365. It's the second year that you have 500. Say lie. Number 10. Do you get offended easily? You have pride. It's very easy to get you angry. Very easy. You get offended. Everything is an offense. You get easily offended. Don't pet it. You need to deal with it. You get offended easily. It's an underlying issue of what? Pride. 11. How do you see correction? Is it a threat to you? Whenever you feel threatened by correction, you have pride. One way to know you have pride is how do you react when they correct you? If you see it as an insult, as an attack on you, you have pride. If you know she's angry and she's pride. Because she was wrong. When you do something and you are wrong, allow yourself to be corrected. When you are wrong and you have issues with being corrected, you have pride. Because discipline is supposed to be enforced on wrongs. That teacher, just beat someone anyhow. Did you not make noise? Did you not make noise? Did he catch you and say, "Sugar, come here, I like your face," and start beating you? When you commit an offense, you should be punished. So when you see corrections as if it's a threat, you have pride. You want to say this one is proud. Check when they are correcting that person. How does it look? Humble people take corrections and they act on it. And one thing is that you must not struggle with who is correcting you. Anybody should be able to correct you. Lord, you understand. Always to correct him. The one he can't see, right? Number 12. Do you love to take credit for what God has done? And this one I said it last week. You like to take credit for what God has done. You say, well, when I prayed for her, as soon as I grabbed her leg, she stood up. We thank God. We did not thank any God. We thank you. Say this way, these days, the way God is using me is not easy. The way God is just using me is not. Yeah, the kind of anointing oppressing my life, but these days it's not easy. It can't be found anywhere in Nigeria. But we thank God. God is faithful. God is faithful. You have pride. Number 13. Okay, Victor, you're right. Number 13. I thought drama was nice to write. Not our own. Number 13. Do you struggle with teamwork? I taught this one in leadership on Saturday. Whenever they say you should do something alone, you like it. When they just say someone else should join you, you don't like it. You like doing everything all by yourself. You have pride. You struggle to do things alongside with people. It's called the middle name of pride. This one, but I know this one as a leader, is a terrible pride. Whenever you see someone that struggles with other followers to do something, the person has serious pride. Say, I do things better when I do it alone. Against the Bible, two are better than one. I know you know more than the Bible. Two are better than one. When you find it very hard to do things alongside other persons, you like to do it. You see, me, I just like doing my things alone. You don't like doing your things alone. You are just too proud to do things with people. Number 14. Do you struggle with accountability? This one happen to follow us more. When you find, see, if you have been corrected several times about accountability, you have pride. I have told you several times, be accountable, and I've done that has become a nursery rhyme. The real problem you have that makes it hard for you to be accountable is pride. At this stage, I still take orders and I still give account back. So when I go through something, get back to me this month. A leader is not stupid in English language. When get back to me. When? We went to 2018 for a crusade. Is it a crusade I will call it? No, it's an internal crusade, not outer crusade. Not the outer crusade, please. Let me don't view me as one, not 5,000 seats or so. We call it campus crusade. I used to do that time, JCF. Not like your time that foundation was. It was a JCF meeting, JCF crusade. So went for that crusade. We used one of the churches in Osara, inside the campus. So when we came for that crusade, my father-in-law said, give me the report of this meeting before 12 o'clock. So that day I came back after a meeting when you retired. So I now slept off. Now stood the following morning after 11 that night. Now sent him the report. He now said, either we have played playing too much. I said you should give me the report. That also now dawned on me that it meant 12 a.m. And that's why I knew you were going to be very tired. That's why I asked you to do it. I was testing you. I don't like being collected in something more than once. The way things, it will pain me that I'll say, why will I be this? I will never want to repeat that thing again. From that time when he says, some of you came to submit to some pastors in this place or myself, they say, pray 1 hour every day and get back to me. The one you came and said, I pray today. After 1 month, you've not done it. Your problem is that you struggle with accountability. It's a pride issue. Proud people don't like taking orders. Neither do they like giving reports. You know why? They don't see themselves accountable to anybody. When you struggle with accountability with a leader, you have pride. I was telling the leadership students last week that a leader sees a problem you are not seeing. You can commit an offense. That is a fine problem you have. So I can say, goodness, when you are coming next week, give me the report of your life, for example. It's an example. And goodness comes, and I say, where's the report? Say, instantly I know that our problem is not just forgetting. Our problem is, number one, she's familiar. Number two, she's proud. Sir, why are you that harsh? Why are you concluding this fast? Calm down. I want to ask you a simple question. Did you forget to brush your teeth this morning? Why? It's something important. That no matter how busy you are too careful not to forget. If the instruction was that careful, that's how I run a strict leadership style. Why you forgot was because it was not relevant. When people forget things, it is not important to them. People don't forget important things. That means the person does not count your words as anything. What you count as something, you won't forget. Some people, when you tell that kind of thing, instantly in your front like this, they've carried their phone, they've typed it in their notepad, and they've put it in a timer. That's a wise follower. Your friend will say, okay, sir. 14. When you struggle to forgive yourself. That's what I've said before. Every religious person is a proud person. Every religious person is arrogant. You know why? Even when God has forgiven you, will not forgive yourself. When you struggle to forgive yourself, you have pride. 15. Sorry. What number? 16 now. 13 was teamwork. 14 was accountability. 15 is to forgive yourself. 16 is unforgiveness. When you have unforgiveness, you don't forgive people easily, or you don't forgive. It's pride, self. 17. This one will shock you. But I knew this one since 2 years ago. Prayerlessness. A Christian that struggles to pray has pride. Prayerlessness has a definition. I can do with my strength. I don't need you. God, I don't need you. I can survive on my own. Prayerlessness is pride. Someone that struggles to pray has pride. Because it doesn't see the importance of God. Why do you eat? Because if you don't eat, you will what? You will pay me. So why don't you pray? Because you feel you can do without it. It's pride. So God, I can do without, I can survive on my own. So stay away from me. Prayerlessness is pride. 18. When you always feel you are better than people, it's pride. You feel you are always more beautiful, you are better, you are more appreciated, it's pride. 19. When you cannot keep relationship for a long time, any kind of relationship. Some of you now, you don't have any friend in your life that is up to 3 years. You've lost all your friends. It's not because they have problem. All your friends cannot have problem at the same time. You are the problem. You can't keep friends for long. It has a name. It's called pride. Do me a favor, all this have been listening since. The one that is a problem is taking it. So you believe for the truth. So every morning you wake up and say, Usatan watch my father. Okay, this one is gone. When sleeping on my cry, baby, you will begin to. So 19, long-term relationship, you can't keep it. It's pride. It's self-centeredness. 20. If you don't believe you have any of the 19 I've mentioned, you have all of them. If you feel all I've been saying since you are perfect, you have no issue with any of them, you have the 19 of them at once in your life, and you are too blind to see it. You need to bow your head in 1 minute and say, Lord, deal with yourself. Deal with root. Deal with this root cause of pride in my life. Deal with pride. Deal with self. Start those things. So do it. See, don't joke with your life. Take these things back to your house and begin to deal with